Ahoy, my hearties, and welcome aboard the Nightingale. My name is Alistair, and I will be your captain as we continue our journey through Lies of P. So, sorry again for the kind of abrupt end to the last episode. Was having some technical difficulties with my game lagging out a lot, which I think I figured out why. Somehow, settings got changed in my recording software. So I'm usually sitting between 5 and 7 gigabytes per video for their size.
This place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna jump out any second. It's okay, pal. Gemini's looking out for you.
Yeah, thanks for that. When I looked at the last video I was recording, it was like 130 gigabytes. So it almost filled up my hard drive. So, pretty sure that's what was causing the majority of the issues. So hopefully things will be working correctly now. Last time we had finished up our business at City Hall, and we were making our way here to Venigni Works to see if we can find Geppetto's friend, Lorenzini Venigni, which is a fun name to say. So yeah, we're going to be moving through this rather creepy factory. You know, and I guess it's more apt to say that Geppetto wanted us to shut down the factory to stop the puppets from making more of themselves, and rescuing Venigni is more of a side objective, I suppose. I mean, they're friends, but I guess if Geppetto had to choose, he would probably say to sacrifice Venigni in order to shut down the factory and stop the puppets from mass-producing themselves. Ooh, I got a sharp pipe. A sharp pipe that can be thrown. It passes through the enemy and inflicts piercing damage. Some throwable weapons boast great destructive power on their own. When combined with the strength of puppets, nothing more needs to be said. A fair point. This place reminded me a lot of Heisenberg's factory from Resident Evil 8. Factory Manager's Report. Dear Mr. Venigni, as per your orders, I conducted a quality investigation on the ergo supplied by the alchemists. Of course, it was done secretly. Certainly, the quality of ergo was getting worse over time. I don't doubt the alchemists, but the decrease in quality is too widespread to call it a coincidence. At this rate, this quarter's puppets will have a high chance of defects. The most important thing is the quality of the ergo, after all. According to a reliable source, the high-level alchemists are running ergo production experiments lately using another method. Personally, I think their secret experiments have something to do with the decrease in ergo quality. Are they wringing out the bodies of discarded puppets in the barren swamp or something? Anyway, I recommend approaching them carefully instead of complaining to them. Manager of Factory 1, Nicola. So it's seeming to be that the alchemists are not exactly looked upon favorably by the rest of Krot, seen as more of a necessary evil, if you will. I was gonna walk on that floor. Oh well, I'm sure that's fine. Orma, or Reeve. One of the two. Who let you out of Dark Souls 2? Ow. There we go. Ooh, a Legion caliber. Excellent. Legion arm modification part. A correction device used to modify Legion arms, found only at the workshop. Legion arms can be modified with the Venigni craft machine. The workshop's correction device developed to raise the hardiness and density of Legion arms. Delicate devices like this require constant maintenance. So that'll allow me to unlock new abilities for my Legion arms. So, like, at the moment, I can only pull puppets to me with my puppet string here, but the description did say that it could pull me to them, and eventually I'll be able to, and then I think follow up with a powerful attack once I have it fully upgraded. Ooh, a motivity crank. What was that? That was just steam. Okay. Increases handle's motivity, a crank that changes a weapon's properties. It alters a handle's ability. A crank invented at the workshop to allow fine adjustment to weapon handles. If one ability is strengthened, the opposite ability is weakened. Because that's not horrifying at all. Thermite. A thermite bomb that can be thrown inflicts fire damage at the area of impact. After the puppet frenzy, people began to fashion weapons of resistance in their desperation. Many throwable weapons were manufactured, and these exhibited excellent results against their marching enemies. I always forget that fall damage is a thing in this game. Honestly, except for lethal fall damage, normal fall damage doesn't seem to make much sense for this game. I mean, I'm a puppet, right? So shouldn't I have mechanical legs? And obviously I'm a very strong and well-put-together puppet. I mean, I don't get my arm ripped off by using the Legion arm. Yeah, again, one of those more complaints of, you know, video game logic over actual logic. Wouldn't be a Souls-like without a gigantic poison lake. Although I guess this is more of a tiny poison river, but either way. And one of these things in it. Yay! I'm gonna throw fire at him. Nope, I'm gonna hit the wrong button and waste a pulse charge. That's what I'm gonna do. That seems like a much better idea. It didn't seem fair that I could heal 4 times fighting this guy with his backup. Alright, let's get his attention again, because I don't want to fight him in the middle of a swamp of poison. Or corruption, as this game wants to call it. Nope, he doesn't care. Awesome. Hey! Ooh. There we go. Should take him down. Ah, nothing like a good visceral attack. Alright, seen all those already. More of these creepy things laying in the poison. So whenever my lantern there starts to light up red, that tells me that there's going to be one of those interdimensional butterflies around. Wonderful. Nope, out of Legion. Ow. Nope, butterfly. While they stick around a lot longer than the crystal lizards and skittering beasts from Dark Souls or Bloodborne, they do still disappear over time. Sorry, skittering beasts is just kind of what I call them. I can't remember the name of the creatures in Bloodborne that were the crystal lizard equivalent. It's like something horror or something like that, I don't know. I used to know their actual name, but... Alright. I just realized how much ergo I have. I'm going to, pop back to the hotel and spend some of that.
Now that we have a moment to talk,
Oh.
you must understand. The city is on its deathbed. The petrification disease spreads too fast, and the puppets rampage everywhere. Nobody knows what caused the disaster. Everyone in Krot is just trying to survive. That's why I found you. Our only hope, Geppetto's puppet. We're both unique. I am able to wield the power of Ergo. Power I used to call on you. That's all I can say for now. Please, save Krot.
I like your coat.
I'll use my power to help you.
Thank you. That's why I'm here. Wow, I had a lot more levels in here than I thought. Alright, it is a very good thing that I decided to come back. This is, yep. It also wouldn't be a Souls-like without running from cover to cover to avoid a gigantic ball of death. Oh, that was not worth it at all. I think those are worth like 100 ergo. Yeah, I probably could have made it to the next one. Oh well. No need to take unnecessary risks. Ow. Well, that's a bummer. There we go. Nothing like getting the environment to do my job for me. Ah, that was fun. This feels like a trap. So, no? Oh, alright, cool. I remember wandering around here for a long time. For some reason, Venigni Works managed to, confuse me quite a bit my first playthrough. Hopefully that won't be the case this time. I've already edited this series once. I think that that's enough. Right. Opened a ladder to a boss fight, which we are not going to yet. Because screw that noise. Why do I remember this being able to be opened? I don't know. Ah. Oh, hey. Watch out. Hey, another sharp pipe. Excellent. Oh, do the balls of death only roll through if I'm in the way? Apparently so. Forgot about that. Was running up to that being like, I thought there was a door there. And I guess technically there was. Hi there. Fancy chest. And we get fire axe. Oh yeah, I remember this being weird. The Krot Fire Brigade's close order axe blade, painted red, it was crafted for versatility so that it could break anything. The Fire Brigade protected Krot with everything they had to the very end. They lost their lives, but their axes remain in the city as evidence of their noble sacrifice. The Krot Fire Brigade's close order axe handle. The handle is long so that it can deal with fires in high places. Their axes were dyed horrifically with blood. It was not the blood of others. It was their own. Ooh. Damn. But the reason that it kind of confused me, it's classified as a blunt weapon. I don't know, you know, I mean, game designers can classify weapons however they want in games, I suppose. But, I don't know, classifying an axe as a blunt weapon seems weird to me. Nope, don't want to go up here yet. That is the way to progress. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a shortcut around here.
Admirers seem to to follow me everywhere.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a second. Pretty sure we've got another shortcut. Oh, hi. This might lead to that shortcut that I avoided. Oh, I can't open this one yet. Before, behind that big crouching guy. Maybe this goes a lot farther than I thought. I guess I better go back and talk to those NPCs. Like I said, Venigni works confuses me a bit. Grab that. Alright. Hello.
Pleased to see you, my stalker friend.
You made it all the way here, unbothered by ruffians. You've got talent. I've never seen you before, but who cares?
This may well benefit our former client. Did you catch that subtle whiff of money in the air? Moneybags himself, Lorenzini Venigni, is inside this factory this very moment.
You caught us on our return trip. We had to deny his ridiculous request in person just to be sure it wasn't a joke. All we could do was laugh.
Keep your whiskers up if you're heading in there. He is the richest man in Krat. Or so they say. Who knows? Maybe he's handing out bags of money to lift his spirits.
Ha! That seems unlikely. No way are we doing that.
Well, anyhow, best of luck. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Alright, you got anything else to say?
Are you carrying the latest edition of Venigni's Landmark Guide? It's the most popular non-fiction work in Krat these days. Maduro wrote the actual guide, but Venigni published and financed it. It goes for a premium at the shop, but Maduro might not get his cut. He went missing recently, which of course made that volume more popular than ever. If you can get all 3 volumes collectors want, then you can get 4. No, 5,000 for it at the shop. But you're in luck. I have a conscience and a powerful sense of self-preservation. I'll let this one go for 500. That's a good investment. Don't sleep through it. You'll wish you had this, and the price is a steal. Let me know if you have any interest.
Well, yeah, I don't see why not. What a wonderful deal. Ripped Venigni... Hey. Ripped... Ripped Venigni's Krat Landmark Guide 3. This month's attraction, Rose Estate. There's a warning band attached that bears the herring symbol of Krat. Warning, this book has been banned. If found, please report it to the city. Reading banned books will result in punishment. Are you sure you want to read it? Some uneven handwriting is here. You were warned, but you're reading a forbidden book. You're a bad person. Oh. Well, you're reading it, so this is what you get. The Rose Bloom at the Rose Estate. Don't know the rest of it. The end. Reporter Cat. This guide was made with the support of the Red Lobster Inn.
So,
Hey, about that
have you had
book.
time to read it? It's the first volume I wrote, so go easy. By the way, I need to mention something before it slips my mind. It's a shame that the original author went missing, but I fear you misunderstood this commitment. I am willing to sell my newest book for 500. No refunds, of course. That's a given. But look on the bright side. That volume of the series is not easy to acquire.
Right, thanks for the book. What part of it didn't seem like had a bite taken out of it. Alright, moving on. Those two are lovely, aren't they? I bet we'll be fast friends. Ah, okay. I knew it was a shortcut. Kind of. But probably one that I won't be using. Anyway, these doors. Remember that guy that called me? That had just... Oh, just the worst riddles ever? Well, he gave me a Trinity key, and those open these weird kind of, well, kind of Illuminati meeting room areas. 3 create 1. You who open the door, be with the Great Ones. Question of the day. Did this factory worker ever think he would be destroyed like a puppet? Probably not. And this fancy safe that I have no regards for its design. Blue Blood's tailcoat and quartz. Excellent. New costume. Formal attire of the Stalker Organization of Bastards. The blue tailcoats are the Bastards' pride. The Bastards, who didn't fit in with Krot's ruling class, dreamed of overturning the world. They teamed up with the foreign alchemists of the Isle, opening the door to Krot's golden era. Fancy. So, as far as I understand it, the founding of Krot, and then by extension its governing, was done by 3 organizations. You had the alchemists, who studied and figured out how to use ergo. There was the workshop, who made all the puppets and every other, invention throughout Krot. And then you had the Stalkers. I don't really know what their whole deal was. I think they were originally explorers, which is probably how, they probably found ergo originally, and managed to kind of trade that for a seat at the table, as it were. I don't know, you learn a lot more about the other 2 groups throughout this game than you do about the Stalkers. You learn a lot about individual Stalkers, but not much about the organization as a whole, at least from what I was able to grasp on my first playthrough. Maybe I'll be able to pick up some more kind of now knowing what to look for, and I'll try and point out some more obscure parts of the lore without spoiling things as they come up. Because this game does have a fair few decent twists and turns. Some that are fairly obvious to see coming. Like the fact that I'm about to get ambushed right beyond that door. And I'm dead. Like that. I'm sure all of you were able to see that one coming. But there's other things that are a bit more poked away, one could say. So I will do my best to help kind of explain the story and lore as I'm going along, but obviously one playthrough is not enough to grasp the entirety of the story of the Souls-like. So if you'll notice in the upper right corner, beneath where my ergo counter is, there's now a secondary one. That's my death ergo, and how much there is of it. And you'll be able to watch, because I doubt I'm going to get all the way back there without taking a hit. Well, right there. That it went down. That number goes back up if I manage to kill the thing that hit me. But if I were to just kind of run, I wouldn't be able to kill the things to then get my full ergo back. So if I ever just wanted to try and sprint by all the enemies, that's what things like Gemini's protection are for. What's going on here? Man, the second I decide to try and run that, that's when the ball is going to show up. Crap. And I'm fine. Alrighty then. I don't know what happened there, but I will take it. Hello again. Cat and fox. So really the main thing that I've been able to put together about the Stalker organization is that they all, for some reason, wear animal masks. And that kind of dictates rank, for lack of a better word. I don't know how it works exactly, but you see somebody wearing an animal mask, they are or were a stalker. And everybody just kind of assumes that I'm a stalker because civilians wouldn't have survived all this. And I'm out here fighting, so I'm clearly not with the workshop or an alchemist. Hey, cool. Swordsmanship Master's Amulet. What does that do? Reduces weapon durability consumption. The Swordsmanship Master's graceful movements largely reduced weapon wear and tear. However, there were extremely few puppets who could imitate him even when equipped with the amulet with the record of his movements. Alright. Kind of a nitpicky complaint, and not about Lies of P specifically, but but of gaming as a whole. I wish that games could just collectively sit down and agree on a few general principles. Or not even principles, but like terms. It annoys me that games always have to come up with new terminology for everything to try and stand out. You know, it's like, well, like this game, for example, you know, it's like motivity and technique. It's like, what's wrong with strength and dexterity? These are terms that we all understand and use and have used for quite a while. You know, or like the burning status effect that I was under was called overheat instead of just burning. You know, it's like, some of them, I guess I can understand, you know, like, well, like overheat. Nope, not prepared for this at all. I forgot about that. You know, I guess overheat fits in fine, but I don't know. Doctor's Confession. My name is Clark Shore. People call me Dr. Cure-All. I intend to confess my sins. I made innumerable medicine sales under the guise of it being a cure-all. At first, even I was sure about my experiment. Early on, the cure really was effective in neutralizing the petrification disease. And why would the great alchemist's records be wrong? I know I stole it, but I perfectly followed the manufacturing process. My cure was perfect. But what went wrong? I dare not record what the ones who got treatment turned into. That was literally hell, and when I realized that I was the gatekeeper who opened the doors, I ran away. How can I atone for my sin? I only tried to treat patients and earn a few extra coins. I'm dying, and this is my penance. I also have the petrification disease, but I'm not getting the cure. I'd rather turn to stone and freeze to death. God, please forgive my terrible sins. Fun.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe that fit. Idioms, you know?
Totally. Venigni is a jerk. I want to make as much as Venigni's butler puppet does. Poor Venigni.
Those stalkers just left me. That's rather disloyal. Quite insulting.
Speak of the Italian.
Pulcinella. I hope he's all right.
Venigni, how are you, my friend?
Oh, easy now. No need to kill me. Surely we can discuss this like reasonable people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you? I'm fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend. Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but... well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful. My butler went to barricade the back door, and I haven't seen him since. Pulcinella has been a loyal companion. I'd hate to lose him. The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
Will do.
Before all this chaos, Fuoco was the puppet in charge of the furnace. But he changed. He was a stand-up fellow once. Now, not so much. I'm told he's still building an army of puppets and marching them on the cathedral. How did this nightmare come to be? Please, you must stop him before he does any more harm.
Alright. So we have finally met, the great Lorenzini Panini. Panini? Why did I call him Panini? Lorenzini Venigni. Rhyming and all of that. He is one of my favorite characters in the game. He's very fun. Technique crank. Nice. I would imagine that has much the same description as the motivity crank, but I'll double check just to be sure. Descartes' note. 189X XXXX. The puppet cannot refuse the Grand Covenant printed upon manufacture. It must obey the Creator's orders and cannot harm humans. But look at that puppet that was once called Fuoco. Is the Grand Covenant flawed? The once faithful puppet now kills humans. It creates puppets instead of fire. It obeys something else other than humans. It's as if someone is controlling it, or it has a mind of its own. As if there's a king of puppets somewhere. Is it pretending to be human? Is it a simple defect? This requires further investigation. It's surprising. Fuko's actions were not simple obedience, but faith. Fuoko worshipped something as God. I heard there's the king of the puppets on Rosa Isabel Street. That must be what is controlling the puppets of Krat. But a puppet having a human ego is a problem from another dimension. There is still a puppet secret that I don't know about. Ergo is probably the key. But those guys are awakening like humans more quickly as days go by. Someone has to stop them before it's too late, for the sake of all humans. Nothing like combining jumping and narrow platforms. Two of Soulsborne's greatest sins, and you managed to make them worse. I'm almost impressed. Shop Union Standard Radiation Converter. Something tells me that's going to be armor that will let me withstand radiation. Alright, let's see how this goes. Just in case. Oh, there we go. Toss those on. I know it'll make people irritated, but I don't care. I like using the specters. You know, people who are against summoning of any kind in Souls games, it's like, you do you, man, but let people play the way they want to play. Let's see here. I'm gonna toss this on for now just because it increases the fire. An appendage developed by the workshop, exact same description. Alright, we'll toss that one on. You know, I get puppets are the theme of this game, and I get a lot of the other ones, but big ones like this, I don't understand how puppet is the accurate, term. King's Flame Fuko. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Ow. Ooh. That was painful. Shooting out globs of oil. Wonderful. Oh boy. Alright, well. Like I said, just melts their health bar. Oh, man. Oh. That sucks. Hi, Venigni. No. At least I got a good stockpile of these, Fable catalysts. I had, kind of thought that the throwing static, or whatever it's called, was gonna kind of be my ace in the hole there. Okay. That hurt a lot. Okay, that should hopefully kill him with this visceral. Or not. Alright. There we go. Cool. Got him. High power flame amplifier. Flames ergo. Flame grindstone. Alright. Let's see. To Foucault, the ordinary puppet, protecting the factory's fire was a sacred duty. As soon as he learned of the king of puppets, he bowed down to a new god. Awesome. Let's see. Central core. The puppet dreamed of a fire that would make the king's army. At the end of a desperate fight with a boy puppet, the fanatic's burning fire was scattered into foolish ash. And yep, same description there. Oh, and the flame grindstone. Special grindstone that can be equipped to a grinder. It can be triggered using the grinder when guarding, but it's fragile and cannot be used often. So basically, I can equip that onto my grinder, and in the middle of battle, equip fire on whatever weapon I'm using. I can only use it once, though. Per revive, anyhow. But the weapons that I'll be using mostly, since they're already enchanted, for lack of a better word, it won't do me any good.
What do we have here? A broken butler puppet. I seem to remember someone on the second floor. Think it belongs to him? We gotta ask what happened sometime. Now's good.
Poor Venigni. He's gonna be bummed. Alright, I think this is the way that I have to go after all this, and I've still got some more left to do here in Venigni Works. Hello, I just appeared from the ether. Don't be afraid of that.
Ah, you're back. And you found... Oh, dear. Pulcinella. They really did a number on you. Pulcinella was proof that puppets possess true courage. I will not rest until I have revived him. But there will be ample time for that. First, I must thank you for a truly heroic piece of work. The factory is ours again. The puppets are going to be in really bad shape after this. Let us return to the hotel and rest while we can.
Is that all your dialogue?
I cannot shake the thought of that puppet army. What they meant to do. The cathedral is filled with refugees. People who thought they were safe. But that's for the future to solve. Maintenance must come first. See you at Hotel Krat. Arrivederci.
Alright. I'm trying to remember where it is, because there's a way to drain the poison that's in there. Oh, maybe there's another way. So yeah, this is the guy that's just like right back at the beginning. I'm not gonna fight him. I'd rather take a ladder down into poison. Pardon me, corruption. Whatever. See, if this was Dark Souls 2, all I would have to do was find a metal windmill and light it on fire. Obviously. I also do feel the need to point out I absolutely adore Dark Souls 2, and I think it is a very highly underrated game. I think it deserves a lot more love than it gets. This is where I literally just was before I got hit by a ball of fire. Awesome! Have you seen this eccentric? Have you seen this eccentric? Hot off the press news this month again. That hits the ear weird. This month's eccentric is Mr. J, a gentleman who caused a stir by marrying a puppet. Ooh, scandalous. Let's continue reading this gossip rag. Is it because the custom-made puppet is so beautifully made, or that Mr. J's peculiarities even he was unaware of suddenly burst? Mr. J fell in love with the made puppet at first sight, and they got married even in the face of his family's opposition. But the lovers' secret wedding faced ruin. The enraged family stormed in. The husband was confused. The puppet bride was greatly damaged. She clearly had a soul. We loved each other. Gentleman J, who became his family's headache, still makes the same claims. He's even fixing his bride and redoing the wedding. The tragedy was all made possible because of Krat's advanced puppet technology. Let's all listen to our families now. Ha ha. The Have You Seen the Eccentric Corner will continue next month. Yeah. I actually feel a little bit bad for the dude, you know, it's like... Yeah, he fell in love with a robot. But, I don't know. Gossip rags and things like that are just... Eh. I don't know why I'm running this way. I think I know where I have to go. I'm just avoiding it. Thanks for the star fragment. Speaking of eccentrics,
Atone for my sins. I must kill more puppets. More. More.
that's probably why I remember that door being open. So this isn't the way I have to go, but
All puppets must die. Every single one.
rude.
Wait. Those clothes. Leo? You came back? I killed countless puppets to atone for what I did. I didn't mean to break my vow. I was just so scared. I'm sorry I ran away. Oh, if you're a ghost, just leave me be. It's the weight of guilt. The burden never gets lighter. All puppets must die. Kill the puppets!
I mean, at least he gave me a decent fencer's salute first.
I wish I hadn't run away.
So I just activated my other Fable Arts ability to make my weapon deal more electric blitz damage. Oh, crap. Ah!
Kill. How many?
Oh, that's a bummer. You know, I guess it's worth checking. Maybe the lever that I'm looking for is actually down here past, What's-His-Face's boss arena? I don't think it is, though. But let's go see. Hopefully it is, because I'm starting to run a little bit long for this episode, and also it is really warm in this room. That's an explosive barrel. Fire canister. Yeah, no, this is not the way that I need to go right now. I can get there quicker with the pocket watch. Alright, well, let's retread some old ground and see if I can remember which way I didn't go. Okay, I'm not going to deal with the ball. I can skip that. I know it's not down there. And I suppose I should just go back in and, try fighting that stalker again. Especially since he's guarding my ergo and there's, quite a bit of it there. Dodging my fancy thing. Why would you do that?
Surviving's a hell of its own.
That's a hell of a sentence. To just be randomly dropped in the middle of a mini-boss fight. Survival is a hell of its own.
I wish I'd known. Surviving's a hell of its own.
I feel like that's a game, or a theme that not a lot of games tackle, is survivor's guilt. I mean, I know that it is a theme in some games, and maybe I just haven't played the right ones, I don't know.
I wish I'd known. Surviving's a hell of its own.
Oh, come on. Shoot.
How many?
Ah.
Myself in your eyes.
Alright, well, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to run down there and grab my ergo. And, well, actually, what I'm going to do is, in between episodes, I will find the thing that I need to find. I won't kill that guy, but I will find the lever I need and pick it up there so I don't waste a bunch of your guys' time, because this is running long. So, this is where we will drop anchor for today. Thank you for joining me aboard the Nightingale, and I will see you next time as we continue to sail the sea of games. Until then, keep the wind at your backs and your eyes on the horizon. And fare you well, me hearties.